YouTubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppets. Today joined by
Mess, the Duke of Delirium.
And today, guys, we're going to be looking at another beer that was sent to me by the ever so awesome web shop called Beer Zone. Check them out, guys. They have a great selection on there. One of the better, if not best, web shops in Europe because their selection is just insane. So this one is a more traditional lambic, even though they call it experimental. But this is another Hanssens lambic, and I think when I've had this, I've had most of their regular selections or their selections, which is nice. So this is the Hanssens Experimental Raspberries. So a raspberry lambic aged in oak barrels on, I believe it's 6%. Yes. So
6%, yeah.
You had the cherry version, which was great, but that was not the experimental series.
No, that was just their
regular Creek, which was really nice. But the experimental Cassis, which was blackcurrant, that was funky as hell. So we'll see how this is. So without further ado, let's get it popped. So we got the Hanssens Experimental Raspberry poured, and it's pinkish.
It's
more
pinkish,
orange.
like orange, yeah.
Yeah,
totally.
It looks like a good small amount of head. That's understandable because well, it does have carbonation. You can see that, but just very soft carbonation. Yeah. Usually these experimental beers in the series they have next to no carbonation. But yeah, let's check out the aroma.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funky.
Holy shit, man.
This smells like dank blue cheese with raspberry puree on top. That is so funky.
It's cheesy.
Yeah,
super cheesy.
Oak, raspberry, and it's like moldy cheese, dirty socks, horse blanket, and there's the oak, and then there is a little bit of stone fruit. But yeah, this is a fun song. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, and thanks to Beer Zone for the beers. It's pretty sour too.
Did not expect it to be that sour.
Oh, the aftertaste. The sourness really bites. Whoa, it's making the inside of my palate just cringe.
I did not expect that at all.
That is so sour. That is rip your face off sour.
I didn't even taste anything.
Your palate needs to get used to this. It's almost like taking, it's almost like green raspberries.
Yeah.
Like raspberries that aren't ripe, but even more sour than that almost.
Wow. I like the taste of it, but it's maybe just a little bit too sour. That's really not often I would say that because I like it definitely more sour than funky.
I'm getting more so sourness, stone fruit, and raspberry and oak on the flavor than the funk.
It's super dry.
But the aroma indicated like a funk bomb.
Yeah.
And there is some funk in there, that kind of musty cellar and everything, like moldy aroma or cheesy, but it's very much subdued because the sourness is so freaking intense. Actually, the more you smell it now, I'm actually getting more of the raspberries, more like the tart raspberry, green raspberry, and more woodiness, but there's still like a ton of stinky feet, socks, whatever.
It changes a little bit to the better side, I think.
Yeah, when you sip on it. But I still do like it. I still think it's pretty good stuff. It's not as good as the Cassis, and it's not as good as the Creek or the Gurza, because the sourness kind of hides, it does hide a lot of the other flavors in there, because you can definitely smell that there's a lot of funk flavor to it as well. It's just because there's so much lactic and fruit sourness that it's hard to pick up. So rating wise, 85, 86, 86, let's go 86. It's pretty nice, but it's like 4 grades step down from the Cassis, which I thought was much better. Or much better for sure.
Yeah.
So 86 for me.
82.
You can see that.
I really like the taste of the more it sort of opens up. But it definitely needs to open up more than
because it is sour.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want an experience like we just had with the Hanssens Lambic Experimental Raspberry, you need to pick this up. And I'd like to hear you guys what you think. If you've had bottles that are just as sour, or if you've had more funky bottles, because I think a lot of these beers vary a lot from bottle to bottle and vintage to vintage. Because the funk is not something you can really control.
No.
wild bacteria, but it's still nice stuff. So
and it's different beer than the first that we just had.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it changes in the glass. So if you've had it, let us know what you think of it. If you can't get it, you can hop onto Beer Gym and get it on there. So as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And we're gonna say cheers.
Cheers.
See you guys in another beer review.